All right, guys. So right now I have set up a GUI interface. Um, I got some basic information online, and then basically made my little program here. It's very similar to building a site, because all you're doing is pulling the type of buttons you're using, the name of the button, if it's a font, what type of font, the command, what's actually doing, etc., etc. So it wasn't. I mean, it's not that hard to do if you have some HTML or CSS knowledge. Very similar. So basically, the command. So whenever I press button one, the command points to button one, which points to this, and it tells it what it has to do. The only thing I have to work on is the off. For whatever reason, it's not working. So let me run it right quick so you guys see what I'm talking about. So first thing I want to do is, because my file's in my desktop, so I have to CD into my desktop. I want to have some experience with Ubuntu. So that kind of helps as well. I guess playing around with stuff. Sudo, we're going to Python. Name my file light dash capital GUI dot py. It's a Python file. All right, so it populates this little GUI interface. It's archaic, but nonetheless it works. I could probably play around with it and get some colors and make it a little bit prettier later on. So these are basically my buttons or my program. This is my LEDs. Let me see if I can get everything in focus here. Oop. Yep. So when I press LED 1, it should turn off. It still says on. I have to fix that. LED 2, 3, and 4. 4 is the only one that's showing off. So I have to see why that one works and the other 3 are not working. And then if I want to exit the program or just continue playing around with the lights, I could do that. Turn it back on. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I want to exit, I exit it. So playing around with this since I guess 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, figured a lot of stuff out. It's not that difficult for you guys who want to get into it. I think it's a great tool to learn how to do robotics and home automation. Like I said before, I've done home automations in higher-end homes. I used I can never pronounce it. Arduino, for the relay part of it, switching on and off. Basically, it's the same thing. I have my little 4 relay board, and instead of the Arduino, I have the Raspberry Pi 4. And for now, I'm using these temporary breadboards, solderless breadboards. And eventually, I'll make a nice little project where it looks nice and neat with some PCB boards. So it looks nice and professional, and some touch screens and whatnot. And we'll see what we can make out of it. So anyways, that's it for today. The family's telling me it's time to go to bed. We have a 8:30 curfew here at the house. So we can try to wake up early in the morning. So that's it for now. If you guys have questions, you're interested in some of this hardware, I could give you guys a link. I think I spent in total it was $50 or $40, 90, $102 for everything that I have here. It brings a kit with resistors, buttons, all the cables, and Brought the two boards, the breadboards. I brought the relay board and the Raspberry Pi. The power adapter that I brought was crappy, so I used one of my cell phone power adapters. That's 5 volts, 3 amps. The one that brings in the kit, it says 5 volt, 3 amps, but I think it's less than that because I got the little fan to keep the CPU cool. When I connected it, it wouldn't power on, and plus I'm using the HDMI converter here that goes into my monitor, so I could play around with it. So yeah, you might need to get a different power adapter if you don't have a USB-C. Then you could buy one in Walmart. Just selling the 3 amp ones. I think even 4 amp ones for $15. I think it was. I saw it the other day. And that's it, man. You guys got any questions again? You can hit me up. And I'll help you guys out. I'm gonna start working on a lot of other stuff. I'm gonna buy a 3D printer so I can start printing pieces and stuff. Make quadcopters, remote control cars, and all that stuff. All that neat stuff. That's projects. So that's it for now. You guys have a good night or a good day. Bye.